Shopify and WooCommerce are the two most popular options when it comes to create and launch your online store. And in this video, we are going to compare both tools in these 6 key areas and help you find the right tool for you. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the ease of use. When it comes to building an online store, you have to take a few factors into account: the setup process, designing options, and how easy it is to oversee and manage your store from the back end. Shopify offers a simple yet easy-to-understand dashboard, along with a simple checklist. You can simply follow the checklist and set up your entire store in less than 30 minutes. What I like about Shopify is that they don't add unnecessary things in the left menu, and all the extra steps and information are in the bottom left settings. This feels easy to navigate and get started. WooCommerce, on the other hand, is a plugin that provides e-commerce features to a WordPress site. To create a store, you first need to buy a domain and hosting plan. Then, you need to install WordPress into your hosting server. After you get to your WordPress site, you'll need to install all the plugins and themes and convert it into an e-commerce store. If you aren't familiar with WordPress, you'll get overwhelmed with the options it provides. You'll need to spend some time navigating through the interface and understand how it actually works. You may also need to hire a WordPress expert to create a professional e-commerce store. In other words, when it comes to the setup process, Shopify is much better than WooCommerce. Next, WooCommerce offers a lot more customization options than Shopify. Shopify keeps the design simple and mobile optimized. They have a simple editor with pre-built sections. You only need to put them into a structure based on your requirements. The best part is that all the sections are already mobile optimized, which saves you a lot of time and effort. But unlike Shopify, WordPress was originally started as a website builder, which is why it has more customization options and different themes and plugins. However, if you are just starting out and you don't have a clear structure in mind, then designing a store with WordPress and WooCommerce can be quite challenging. In such cases, you can use their pre-made templates. Lastly, when it comes to product management, Shopify takes the lead. You can add all your products in just a click of a button. Setting up with WooCommerce will take longer if you're a beginner starting from scratch. The editor itself isn't difficult to use, but you'll need to think about your domain, hosting, and additional plugins while you set up. And as soon as you have more than a few products to sell, building your inventory is much easier with Shopify, especially if you sell multiple variants of the same product. So, we can say that Shopify has the upper hand when it comes to ease of use. Next, let's have a look at the pricing plans of both tools. When it comes to value for money, WooCommerce is the more cost-effective option of the two. Shopify, on the other hand, has also increased its pricing recently. Their basic plan now costs $39 per month, and their advanced plan costs around $400. Not to mention the transaction fees, which can reduce your profits if you are running on thin margins. So, WooCommerce is a much more affordable option than Shopify. You only need to spend money on purchasing a domain and hosting, and then you can pay them on a yearly basis. Normally, a domain name costs you around $10 to $15, and a web hosting can cost you around $5 per month. Of course, this price is only the beginning, and as your store gets more and more traffic, you'll need to upgrade your plans accordingly. To be honest, WooCommerce is an affordable option for the short term. In the long run, spending time on domain and hosting will cost you much higher than Shopify. Shopify's pricing plans looks really expensive in the beginning, but in reality, they provide full value for money. Not to mention that your e-commerce store will have a fast loading speed and no downtime issues if you decide to go with Shopify. On the other hand, you need to optimize your WooCommerce store to maintain a good loading speed. And if a WooCommerce store gets sudden increase in traffic, there is a chance that the website loading speed will decrease, or you can also face downtime issues and website crashes. But since we are talking about beginners who are just starting out, we can say that WooCommerce is an affordable option. Next, let's talk about customer support. If you ever need a hand getting your online store up and running or managing your business website, Shopify is the better choice for support compared to WooCommerce. Its customer service lines are available around the clock, offering communication methods via phone, live chat, email, and social media. Alongside Shopify's seamless customer support, its website is home to useful resources that'll help support you at each stage of your journey. Among these resources is the Shopify Help Center, including everything you need to know about the platform, and the Shopify Academy, where you can take interactive courses and upgrade your e-commerce skills. WooCommerce, on the other side, doesn't have any live chat or email support. Although the platform has comprehensive information in documentation and blog posts, many users find themselves digging through community forums to find answers to a specific question or even watching YouTube videos from veteran WooCommerce users. Since Shopify provides 24/7 support to its users, we can say that Shopify has the lead. Last but not least, let's talk about the features. WooCommerce and Shopify both provide all the essential features that you need to sell your products online. But when it comes to sales features, Shopify offers a lot more options compared to WooCommerce. With Shopify, it's so easy to manage huge inventories. You can easily set custom shipping rates and payment methods, not to mention the multiple sales channel features that help you sell on different social media handles and even on YouTube as well. WooCommerce also provides all these features, but setting them manually will take a lot of time and effort. In comparison to Shopify, WooCommerce's scalability options are limited. Because of this limitation, WooCommerce is more suitable for small to medium-sized stores. Apart from these 4 key metrics, here are 3 reasons to choose WooCommerce over Shopify. First, WooCommerce doesn't charge transaction fees if you use a third-party payment gateway. A payment gateway is the software you use to process credit card payments in your store. With Shopify, if you don't use its built-in payment gateway and choose to use another one like Stripe, Authorize.net, or WorldPay, you'll get charged transaction fees. By contrast, WooCommerce doesn't apply any charges for using third-party payment gateways, and this can make credit card processing considerably cheaper, especially if you are a high-volume seller. Second, WooCommerce gives you a lot more templates and website customization options than Shopify. With WooCommerce, you have hundreds of free templates to choose from. By contrast, Shopify only gives you access to 12 free ones. Although more templates for Shopify are available from the platform's theme store, these can be very expensive. The premium themes of Shopify cost somewhere around $40 to $400. Last but not least, WordPress can rank your website faster than Shopify. Since WordPress was originally designed for bloggers and publishers, its blogging and SEO capabilities are far superior to the likes of Shopify. So, as a beginner, if you want to rely on organic traffic, WooCommerce should be your first choice. Okay, so that's some of the key things that WooCommerce and WordPress does better than Shopify. Now let's look at the reasons you might want to use Shopify instead. First of all, Shopify's e-commerce features are better. In general, Shopify's e-commerce features are considerably stronger than those available from WordPress. Unlike WordPress, you can use Shopify to facilitate checkout in local currencies. It also gives you options to set up custom shipping rates based on the buyer's demographic, and its automatic tax calculation features are much more sophisticated. Next, Shopify lets you sell on other websites and social media channels. In fact, Shopify has the best multi-channel integration options, allowing you to connect your store with marketplaces and social media channels. This is a great way to target customers on platforms that they're already engaged with. It's also worth noting that Shopify has a cheap Shopify starter plan, which costs $5 per month. This plan is designed to help you start selling across social media and messaging apps. If you want to start selling quickly and don't need a fully polished storefront, the plan is a good alternative to Shopify's more expensive website builder packages. Last but not least, Shopify's point-of-sale features are more extensive. Point-of-sale features let you sell not just on the web, but in physical locations too, all while keeping your data from online and offline sales in sync. With Shopify, you get access to much more point-of-sale hardware and features, and you can use them in more countries too. All these features make Shopify the best e-commerce platform. However, WooCommerce is not far behind. In fact, if you are just starting out and looking for an affordable yet feature-rich option, you can consider WooCommerce. As I already mentioned earlier, WooCommerce doesn't charge heavy transaction fees, and its features are mostly supportive to small and mid-sized businesses. which makes it a first choice for people who are operating on a low budget. Choosing the right platform entirely depends on your choice. But I will only say this. WordPress is like a general doctor with knowledge and solutions for various diseases. You can literally create any type of website with WordPress. On the other hand, Shopify is more like a surgeon who is an expert in one area. E-commerce. Shopify gives you everything you need to grow your e-commerce store. After all, it was made for e-commerce owners. Lastly, if you want to go ahead with WordPress and WooCommerce, then you'll need a domain and hosting. It is recommended to buy your domain and hosting together from a single provider. We personally recommend Fast Comet web hosting to our clients. This is one of the fastest growing website hosting provider right now. The customer support of Fast Comet is the best across the industry, and for the first year plan, you can get up to 80% discount if you decide to use the link which is given in the video description. Alternatively, if you decide to go with Shopify, you will only need to buy a domain name, which normally costs around $10 to $15. But we've partnered with Namecheap, which provides the most affordable domains on the internet. You can use the given link and coupon code, which will give you a domain name for just $5 to $6. And then you can sign up for a 3-day Shopify trial to set up your store. And if you use our given link, then you'll get your first month of Shopify subscription for just $1. We have already made a video on how to set up a Shopify store in less than 30 minutes. You can click here to watch that video.